Growing up, every year in elementary school, we had to answer in which career we wanted to enlist. The answers were simple: rock star, police officer, artist, dancer, even scientist. Whatever interested that 7-year-old mind, whatever made us think that we could shine. As I got to high school, I formed ideas in my head that I needed to make a reputation or I would be dead. And that to me translated to science, and that meant I needed to get that medical license. And then it hit me, about a year ago. Why did I think science was the way to go? Let's start about what happens in our school. We're part of being sci-tech as part of being cool. And that kid with a learning disability, yeah, the one that mixes up his ABCs, no one cares about him. In fact, we label his difference with the word disability, and we kill an English curiosity. Did you know we don't have a class for writer's craft? No law, no space, only lab report drafts. And it's not that we don't have the means, no, we have the teachers. It's that the football players are those science kids, and everyone else is on the bleachers. Is that every student has to write the same math test, and the number in the corner determines who's the best. Let's talk about privileges sci-techs get. Access to more equipment than anyone else, and we're picked first to do anything with robotics, like we're some sort of special geniuses. And when you talk about Ching, you talk about us, and prospect sci-techs get a more full-toured open house, all for the aspiration of making it into an academic powerhouse. But the kids from the feeder schools, what did they get? Did they get cute wooden badges with wolves on the head? Look at how systemic discrimination is prevalent. When they tell us that anything that's not science ain't relevant. When we're growing and we're raised to believe that we've got to be the Newtons sitting under those apple trees. When almost every TED Talk at school shown school-wide is about someone making an invention filled with pride and trying to inspire us to do the same, but all it makes us do is feel more lame. And the hello, how you doing's filled with insincerity, just to end up asking us about what we're gonna do in university. No one cares about everyone's individuality. They sit there and promote everyone's similarity. And the government, they take the crown on this. To get my license, I needed a signature of a guarantor to make my signature legal. But the catch was, they had to be a professional. What is a professional? Who gets to decide? Why are other careers not viewed equally dignified? But it doesn't end at school, does it? You know, last year I had a 93 in chemistry, followed that up with a 91 in biology, but when I look at the requirements to get into health science and university, I realized I didn't have the mark to make it in that society. And it broke my heart, and I felt my world fall apart. But why? I mean, I had the mark to get into poli-sci. I told my mom I didn't want to go into science because I wasn't sure I'd make it past the entrance, and she went and told her sister, who then told her mister, and the next time I saw him, you know what he came to me and said? He said, you know, nursing is considered a course in pre-med? And this concept of science degree is often connected with success, but is success really worth it if your life is a mess? I mean, realistically, look who was successful in history. It's not the people who conform to the norm, it's those who went out and did it on their own. It's about who found those dreams and followed it through. It's about whose thoughts were unique, refreshing, and new. And this idea of success, you know, it's kind of funny. Success, I personally think, is making a lot of money. But let me throw a fact out there. An engineering degree will get you immediately almost nowhere. Not only is experience always needed, but the pay will make you feel absolutely cheated. And yes, in the big leagues, you might make more, but good luck trying to open up that door. In contrast, people with business degrees find well-paying jobs with a lot more ease. So why do we define success as a Bachelor of Science, and why is everything else viewed as defiance? And you know who else thought this way? Our parents did. And now they install those ideas into their kids. My dad once told me science has have a better grasp of the world. And I kid you not, I almost hurled a swear word at my dad because he said that. He stereotyped everyone on that one misunderstood fact. Science kids are not smarter than everyone. Oh, please. In fact, psychologists divide up intelligence into different categories, so we can account for individuals with different stories. And I get it, okay? Science might be considered a little bit harder to learn, but explain to me what good it does me to be able to identify a fern. And we sit in chairs and learn about tachycardia and the history of measles, but we sit idle when people in the hall use the word autistic as an insult? We're so socially unaware of what we say, but who knows? Maybe knowing the mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell may come in handy someday. So I sit here as a grade 12 student trying to ensure success in my career, but to be a successful person does not mean to be an engineer.